Follow along there at rickandbubba.com. Let's guess go through some of the headlines first. And I know this is somewhat of a national story, especially since it involves college football players. But the murders that took place over the weekend just outside of Auburn University, and it did involve two former players, one current player, and other students there at Auburn University. 3 people were killed, one clinging to life, and 2 others were shot. The man who is allegedly the shooter turned himself in last night.
Desmonte Leonard is in a Montgomery County jail tonight after turning himself in about 8 o'clock last night. It brought to an end a 3-day manhunt involving 9 government agencies for the man police say killed 3 and wounded 3 more just outside Auburn University.
So I know that his mother, they say, played a key role in this because I saw her make a statement when they were trying to find him. If I could get to him and speak to him, I would encourage him to turn himself in because this is going to end really, really bad.
Yes.
I mean, if you, for him, as horrifying as this is and will forever be for the families involved, it's going to be horrifying, for this family. But if you turn yourself in, and even if you get the death penalty, which I doubt they'll go for that, they hardly ever do anymore. But at least there's a hope for you to change your life while you're behind bars. But if you're gunned down in a crazy shootout, I mean, you step into eternity right there. That life closes for you right there. So as horrible as and rightfully so, his earthly payment, if he's the person who did this, at least he's got a chance to work out the eternal payment. At least that when you turn yourself in and don't get shot, at least you got time to try to seek some sort of forgiveness for all this eternally. Yeah. And of course, that would be my hope for anybody that goes behind bars. But then you got to pay the price for what you did on earth. There's no getting around that.
I think, as the Auburn police chief mentioned, he in the press conference, he said he thanked the law enforcement agencies involved for applying enough pressure to force the accused shooter to surrender. And even though they'd had a couple of false leads, I think they were in pretty much hot pursuit, and it was only a matter of time.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll now see where that goes, and there'll be witnesses and there'll be trials, and if this is the person who did it, and most everyone feels like it is, then he'll be punished.
Yes, there's several eyewitnesses. So,
and it will not bring back those who've lost their loved ones, or any kind of long-term damage for the one who is, if he lives,
right.
Even the problems he may have from the injuries. But as far as justice, at least that will be served.
Yes.
So, and that there's some, for how about this, for the people that he could shoot beyond these shootings, at least for those people, it's a big deal. If your loved one's already dead, there's no bringing them back. So, but we'll
tragedy on a lot of fronts.
Yeah, and we'll follow that story and update you. But for now, that's where that is. And we, as a parent of a player on the team who was a teammate to all those who were killed and shot that were on the team, the coaching staff and Chet and who's the team chaplain there, Chet Williams. All those guys are doing a great job for those of us who have players on the team, and I'm sure the university is doing a great job for those families of the students that were not on the team but were students. And it was interesting because I was talking with Blake and my son who's down there, and I encouraged him from the very beginning. I said, I know this is difficult for you. I said, but this is one of those moments because of what you've been through. I said, you can stand up and kind of come alongside a team chaplain who's going to have his hands full, and any help he can get from fellow believers on the team that can, I know you need to be tended to, and I'm here for you, and we'll walk with you, but try to be somebody who can come alongside Chet and help. And he and I talked yesterday, and he's doing that, and so I think that's the right thing. That's a pretty big job for one person when you got a whole team affected by something. So anyway, so just keep everybody involved in your prayers, and my prayer is, even though the earthly punishment must be handed down, and that is just and right, maybe this person can change his life too, and be some force behind bars. That's my prayer anyway.